Alrighty, let's talk about personal development and why it matters. I'm literally looking at like a huge bookcase right now filled with books. And that's what I want to talk to you about, is why it matters and how it can affect your future. So if you've got big goals, whatever those big goals might be, or if you feel like you are lacking in an area of life, let me tell you this. You can have seasons of growth. So let's say that you struggle right now and you really want to crush it on social media, but you're super scared and you lack the confidence to, let's say, talk on video or post the pictures. That was me. I know that right now that might seem weird, but 8 years ago, whenever I first started my business, whenever I first joined Instagram, I wasn't on YouTube yet, I was terrified of everything. I was like the shyest person ever. My season of growth was confidence. You can then move on to a season of growth of maybe learning how to take a photography, like taking great pictures. Then you can go on to business. Then you can have a season of leadership. I have gone through all of these different seasons myself. So when you think about personal growth and what you want to focus on, it doesn't have to be, you know, let's make a lot of money. That's not what it's about. It can really be pinpointed to what skills you feel like you want to hone in on. So let's talk about it, shall we? So PD, personal development, this is something, by the way, that is literally, I created this top 10 to-do list for my coaches on Team Uproar. This is literally a part of our day. And I say this to Andre all the time, and I probably said this to our coaches. And Team Uproar, if you're on, I love you. So it is really cool that a part of my job and their job, literally our job, is to spend time in our day to get better, to improve ourselves, to work on our mind. And I noticed that Angie on personal development is a very different person than Angie off personal development. So that's why I try and make time for it every single day. I include it in part of my morning routine. So just like I include meditation, I also include personal development. And yes, morning routine is happening this month. You will see my new and improved morning routine. It's going to include a portion of the 21-day total body shred, and you're going to see what I'm going through. But in this, like, I do my workout first thing in the morning, and then I go set up at my desk. I have this little setup area where I'm having my coffee, and I turn on my little rock light and I write out, I plan my day. And while I do that, I am listening to an audiobook on Audible. There is no coincidence in the fact that I team up with Audible all the time, because I truly believe in Audible. Like, I love them. If you ever see on my main channel like a sponsored video from them, I just thought that was like a match made in heaven, because I pay for their service myself. I love them. I pay for like the upgraded one, so I get 2 tokens every single month. Like, I love them. By the way, this is not a sponsored video. This is just how much I love them. One thing I don't do, and this is so weird because I have a podcast, but I don't consume a lot of podcasts. Like maybe one, really like the Skinny Confidential, but don't really listen to it that often. I'm not a podcast girl. I'm not an audio person. That's why I create the Daily Grind this way, because I know that some of you love the audio form and you're on the go, but a lot of you like the video form where you can actually like see me and we can talk, which I totally understand that. So that's why I also like the Skinny Confidential, because she does that. Like, they film parts of their podcast, which I think is really cool. So on that note though of Audible podcasts, listening to YouTube videos or whatever that help you grow in a certain area of life, these can be consumed while you're driving, while you're doing the dishes, while you're running the bath, while you're planning your morning day, your day in the morning, and you're doing your morning routine. This is called net time. No extra time. Net. You're doing your thing. You would have been doing it anyways. It's mindless, but you're listening to something good for yourself all the while. I do this all the time while I'm cleaning the house, like a cleaning. You know my videos where you see like a cleaning routine and you can't hear the audio because it's me doing a voiceover? What's going on in the background? Listen, sometimes it's blaring awesome like pop music, for like bubblegum pop from like 1999. But if it's not that, it's more often than not some personal development from like Audible, or not really a podcast, but Audible. And one that I'm listening to right now that I love is Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins. Not related, but I was gonna say Mel Robbins. They're not related. 5-second rule. So if you struggle with anxiety, Mel Robbins is awesome. Gary Vee. Yes, Gary Vee. That's some personal development, by the way. I actually listen to his YouTube channel. Great example. I don't listen to his podcast. Does he even have one? I listen to his videos on YouTube. Love him. So what I wanted to do with you guys was kind of do a personal development challenge, where if you don't know what to post on social media, but you're also just trying to grow, here's my challenge to you, and you can tag me for accountability if you'd like. Go listen to some personal development today. It can be anything. It can be this can be your personal development today, but go share. And I don't just mean a quote. I don't just mean a picture of the book. I mean you, and you don't have to say, I learned from Angie Belmar. You can regurgitate it, how you digested the information today and any day of what you're reading or what you're listening to in your personal development, in your books or whatever, in that area of growth that you're learning. Regurgitate it in your own way and what you learned to your following. right? So let's say that I'm reading a book about leadership and I learned about the 5 levels of leadership. I then learned that the highest level of leadership is when someone can not only help themselves attain super success, but they have helped someone on their team attain super success. That's a true leader. I didn't tell you who taught me that. I'm just telling you what stayed in my brain and how I absorbed that, and I want you to learn that. And it's just something so simple, but that's what I mean, like a 30-second daily challenge where you go on your stories on Instagram and you share something that you learned. And not only are you adding value to your audience, but it's a great accountability factor for you to be able to do that every single day. And just set a goal. Do like 21 days of a personal development challenge. Cool? Tomorrow we're getting in deep about some real stuff, about some sassy stuff. So I will see you guys then. Bye, dudes.